All-Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's going to carry him out of the side of the end zone. And that, my friends, is a safety. 2 points.
Safety.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. He'll field this at the 5. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And the Seahawks first down.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Elliott on the carry.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Again, the ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Zach Bond able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. Waiting on it will be Richie James. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Right there. Yellow. 180. Can't give these traps. Let's go.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
54. Check, check. Watch
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. Mahomes. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Elliott. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering Receivers, tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 9 now from the 21. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. On second down, here's Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
2nd and 11. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19-yard line.
Now Elliott. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Ezekiel Elliott.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Cowboys' 5-yard line.
10th carry now for Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So it's our first offensive points of the game so far, and it gives us a very rare scoreline. We don't see this one often, 5-0.
Yeah, it's been sort of a weird one to this point, hasn't it? But hey, in this league, you take points any way you can get them.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner, in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
At the 18-yard line.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Complete. Jefferson the target. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 4.
Again, it's Mahomes. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. That's caught. It's Malone. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The gun. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down in the 38.
The ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This one brought in by Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
1 yard gain. Brings up
on 2nd and 9. Mahomes. They'll find Everett there, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They go to Elliott again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
To Ezekiel Elliott.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First down, Seahawks.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Ricky Seals-Jones there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Back now in Arlington, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go right back to Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal at the
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. Zeke going to get it on the option. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there at 22.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's good.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Mahomes. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
16 yards.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
At the 42-yard line.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Singletary again, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.